said she needed help. I should find her.
Wow. That was perfect time for the game to finish loading. So yeah, I'm playing Spider-Man. I just 100%ed the game. Like completely. Like I haven't done New Game Plus or the harder difficulties, but that's not who I am, so I'm fine with that. My completion criteria is I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I've done everything in the game that I feel like warrants my attention, and I can say I've completed the game. But, I guess I can't say this is a completionist review, because the completionist has done way more than I probably will. But you can count this video as, like, praise for Miles Morales, and sort of bashing Spider-Man PS4, if you will, because I have nothing really positive to say about the completion part of it, but you can think of this as a companion portion, or a companion video to my review. Everything I said in the review still holds up. Everything is fucking amazing. Still one of the best superhero games I've ever played, and damn right has to be one of the best Peter Parker games ever made. I don't think any game is better than this, but I haven't played any of them, so I don't know. Point of the video, the completion process of this was unnecessarily difficult. You know, you want like a holographic Pikachu, or a holographic Charizard out of your Pokemon cards. Well, you know, you're going to get, if you buy similar boosters, you're going to get similar, or similar pack. If you buy similar packs, you're going to get similar cards. So before you get that holographic card, you're going to get 1,000 fucking Pidgeys and 1,000 fucking Eevees and shit like that before you get your holographic Pikachu or Charizard. Well, the crime system in this game, the fucking worst. It triggers randomly, and you'll get duplicates before you get the crime that you actually need to complete. The crimes are what took so long. They are like Riddler trophies in Arkham. Basically, in Arkham, you want to make sure you still have stuff going on towards late game, so that way it's not so excruciating to do all of the Riddler trophies right at the end. Go after Riddler trophies that you find along the way, and go out of your way to look for them before you finish the game. Because when you have to go look for them, it is excruciatingly boring. There is nothing you can find, basically. Like, there's nothing to do. You just go find a trophy, and then that's part of the objective. And there are so many fucking trophies. You have to do 5 different crimes per district, and they occur randomly. Sometimes you get duplicate crimes. So, my advice, go out of your way to find, or go out of your way to do the crimes before you finish the game, because once there's nothing left to do but do the crimes, it's going to get boring really fast. Now, on the bright side, it's not as boring as the Riddler trophies, because you're actually doing something. Like, yeah, the Riddler trophies have a puzzle, sometimes you get to do a little bit of fighting, but the crimes are all fighting, so they're pretty good. You get some cool animations, you get to do some cool little things. But if they had crimes that were, like, hear me out. So, event crimes, like special crimes. Like, you do 3, instead of 5 different crimes per category, per district, there's like 4 categories and 5 different crimes within each category. And you have to do 5 times 4 per district. So that gets kind of boring. How about keep as many categories as you want. I don't care about the categories necessarily. But say you're going to have 4 categories. 3 crimes per categories. Damn it. My Dragon Ball video came on. So you're, you get 3 different category, or 3 different crimes per category, Each crime is completely unique. So, like, instead of having a duplicate crime, like, I think there are like 3 types of crime per category, but you have to do 5 crimes per category. So that means 2 of them are duplicates. And like, yeah, you're gonna do the same type of crime multiple times. That's just the nature of the beast. I'm not saying, like, each fucking crime you do has to be completely different. I'm just saying, in each district, or you don't get any duplicates per district. However, the other districts will have the same sets of crimes that you just did in this one. So I'm fine with that. Just please make the crimes more unique and stop with the duplicates. And I'm thinking, after that, you add another category of crime, which is like the final boss of crime per district. So you clear out all the crimes in one district. Well, now you got to deal with maybe you get like an extra boss per district, and it actually has like some story stuff in it. Not like a lot of story stuff in it, but some. So like let's say each district has its own story too, right? So Spider-Man will deal with Spider-Man will deal with all 4 different enemy types, or enemy like brands, I guess. Factions. That's the word, faction. So he'll deal with all the factions, but like certain factions will trigger certain dialogue, and maybe like Spider-Man will pull. Maybe like he's like, why are Sable's men after the city again? And so he calls up Sable, and Sable gives him a mission. Well, now, while he's doing the crimes, he's uncovering more details about this mission. So, say you're in Harlem. Well, Silver Sable is now like, you know Kingpin is back, right? He's in here. So you go and deal with that. And then, you know, after doing a certain number of crimes, Peter calls Mary Jane when you're in, like, the Avengers Tower district. I don't remember what that one's called. It's right here, actually. When you're in the Upper East Side, Spider-Man will be dealing with rogue Sable agents and prisoners from the raft. And maybe Mary Jane will call and say, I think, or she'll say, like, crime over here is a bit too organized. And then Spider-Man will interrogate someone after doing a certain number of crimes, and they'll be scared, extremely scared. And so Spider-Man will say, they're more scared of whatever else this is than they are of me. And that's how you trigger an encounter with Venom. Not the Venom, not Harry Osborn Venom, but like, you know, a Venom. Because my theory is that there will be multiple Venoms in the next game. I've talked about that before. Anyways, so, you know, they'll find a Venom, and now you have to track that thing down, and you get little lore bits about what's going on. And depending on if you've made it past a certain point in the story, you'll get different dialogue. Like how in Batman Arkham Knight, when you do the Hush missions, if you do them at the beginning of the game, like, it's slightly different than if you do it at the end of the game. So that kind of thing. And so, you know, then you have like a super crime. Also, the super crime is actually not just a boss battle, by the way. It's a level with QuickTime events and stuff. One of the more interesting things I found about the game that I liked is how well they did QuickTime events. Miles Morales doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of QuickTime events. I can't remember any, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to say that there aren't any. I'm just going to say that I don't remember any. Because when I make claims that I'm not 100% sure about, that always comes back to bite me in the ass. But the so with the Venom one, you go inside Avengers Tower, and you see that like Venom is destroying like the Avengers don't actually have to be there, but you see Venom destroying some Iron Man suits. So maybe Peter is like trying to get Venom to stop, because inside one of the suits is maybe something that Venom is looking for. I don't know who or what would be in the suit right now, but I'm just saying it's a good place to put like a climax of a super crime, is like that. Is like have some references, make something memorable. So obviously Venom's going to need to go into the Iron Man suit, or maybe Venom is collecting gear from Avengers Tower. So he can't get... Ooh! I just thought of some more story stuff that they could do. Like, maybe for some reason Mjolnir is in there, so Venom picks up Mjolnir, and so, like, he's worthy and stuff like that. And you can do that. You can add story to that concept of Venom being worthy. This Venom, by the way, doesn't have a host or anything. It's just a Venom. But yeah, maybe he's collecting like Avengers gears and stuff. So he gets some Iron Man suits, Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, Black Widow's suit, and her shocker wrist things. Then Hawkeye's like trick arrows, not the bow, just the trick arrows. And then maybe some like gamma bombs, or some like gamma things, like some like gamma radiation canisters that he can use and that he can turn into gamma bombs. I don't know what else would be very Hulk-like, so maybe Bruce was working on something like that to make the Hulk more powerful, something like that. And so after you do that super crime, you are able to access another super crime in a different district. So even if you do that district stuff, then the super crime still isn't available there. But it would be badass, right? It'd be fucking cool. So you lower the number of crimes, you lower the number of repeat crimes substantially, because now they're like minimized to how many like how many times are you going to do this particular type of crime? Well, how many districts are there? That kind of thing. So now you get my fucking tail hurts for some reason. So now you get what the fuck? I lost it. My tail started hurting and I lost it. Well, anyways, you just have more variety. You have less repeats, more variety, and then each super crime, each district basically has details that are telling a story, and each story has like, or each crime then adds details to that story, and once the story is filled in, then you get a super crime. That would be fucking cool. Beats what they have here. But I also think Miles Morales just did it really way better. You can trigger the crimes from wherever and whenever, and there aren't as many of them. I actually completed the crimes before I completed the story in Miles Morales. It's other collectibles that are making it take longer. And personally, the collectibles, I am fine with. I like those. They're like Riddler trophies, but instead of the same old trophy over and over again, the collectibles do something new each time. Take this line of dialogue right here that I keep putting in my videos. Gadgets, skills, missions, collections. Its collections go to backpacks. It's right. Oh fuck! I don't know if it's I'm on my different profile, so I don't know if it's here. Yes. Just listen to this real quick.
Oh yeah, the blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. But hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man?
You get cute stuff like that every single time. Well, not. I guess the way I'm saying it sounds way better. It's not like you find an Iron Man glove or something like that, and he gives some reference to Iron Man. But you get, the rewards come with different details, different stories, fleshing out the universe. Characters like Sandman and fuck. There's something else. Sandman and Swarm never pop up in this game, but you can find evidence that they existed at some point before. Swarm, JJ references a Nazi made of bees, which I found to be fucking hilarious. I'd never heard of Swarm before, outside of the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon where he was a robot. A bunch of robots. So I was like, who the fuck is the Nazi made of bees? So I typed that shit into Google and it just comes up with Swarm. I'm like, oh, alright. Apparently Grandma has searched up some old Marvel terms so much that Google just has a filter. Grandma spec. Man dressed up as a bat, and then Google just pops up with Batman. But, yeah, basically just shit like that. So, collectibles, I'm cool with. The Riddler trophies, you get some new line from Riddler, but it's not as cool. And you can't revisit that line. Riddler's just like, oh, cool, you've gotten 25% of my riddles. Oh, cool, you've gotten 80% of my riddles. Oh, how is this possible? You've gotten 100% of my riddles. It's just shit like that. So it's not as cool, right? Now, I think you just take my suggestion. Boom, perfect Spider-Man game, 10 out of 10. Well, it is a 10 out of 10 anyways, but the completion criteria is not. Playing through it, amazing. Getting everything, dreadful, admittedly. So, just play through it, bam, instant 10 out of 10. Feel the urge to get everything there is to get in the game and do everything there is to do in the game? Well, gonna have to lower that to a 9 or an 8. An 8 or a 9. Probably an 8.9. So yeah, this is just a little companion video to my review. I'm not going to show anything from Miles Morales because, again, I don't want that to be the focus. So just like with my review, I didn't show anything from Miles Morales, just the original game. And then the next one will be the opposite of that, whenever I do my Miles Morales review. Yeah. By the way, I got Batman Arkham Knight and Batman, or not Arkham Knight, on the PlayStation 4, and I got
Why does that keep coming up here?
RE7's DLC and shit now, so I got all the Kingdom Heartses, not all of them, but most of them. I got all of the Spider-Manses, and then I got Batman, so I'm gonna resume my Arkham Asylum playthrough. And then I'm gonna do my Arkham City playthrough. And then you can get Batman Arkham Origins on PlayStation 4, but it's just streaming, and God, that's dreadful. So, pass. And then I'll do Arkham Knight. If I get a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360, I'll gladly do Arkham Origins, because I'm really looking forward to that one. That one has the Deathstroke boss fight. But oh my god, am I dreading the idea of streaming the game. Paying like $80 and then getting like nothing out of that investment. Just a game that chugs and chugs. Why the fuck can't you just put the game on there? I'm really hoping that they re-release the game on current and next-gen platforms. But I will, or remaster rather, but I will settle for a simple re-release for current and next-gen consoles. Because man, I want to fucking play that Deathstroke fight. I got so hyped for the Deathstroke fight when I was playing Arkham Knight because he was in a tank, and I was like, well, that's not very Deathstrokey. But then when he jumps out of the tank, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And it's just like a quick little animation. You can't even call that bullshit a cutscene. No, it's a quick little animation, and then he's in the Batmobile, and time to take him out, or take him up to Gotham PD. It's fucking bullshit. Heads will fucking roll. Well, unless they give a good Deathstroke fight in Gotham Knights, in which case. Well, also you also gotta put ignore that, guys. You also have to put in Batman in that game as a playable character so he can fight Deathstroke. It'd be cool if like one of the final fights, maybe like. This is not here. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that. We're not gonna talk about that anymore. Yeah. So 8.9 out of 10 for the completion criteria. 10 out of 10 for the playing criteria. The game's rock solid. Don't fucking if I've turned like go watch my review again. Just in case I've made you not like this game, go watch the review again. You will fucking love how it went. This is a companion video. Ignore it. If you don't like how I'm talking, ignore the video. This is just companion. This was supposed to be on the other one, but that didn't happen for some reason. Later. So this is just a little update to put in my companion video for Spider-Man. Maybe at the beginning, maybe at the end, who the fuck knows. But, I noticed that I unlocked, hopefully I'll have footage of it, a suit that's just Spider-Man in his underwear. With, his mask. So, like... Can we get Mary, like, if she's going to be a playable character in Spider-Man 2, like her stealth sections, can we get her in her underwear? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. Well, really for a friend of your friend. I mean, a friend of my friend. But, like, just asking for a friend, man. The double standard here is real. And before you say, I'm trying to get in her pants, I can't get in her pants if she isn't wearing any.
Serious car accident down there. Looks bad. I think that debris... I've got you. Stay calm. Robbed a bodega and took off doing 80. They caused the wreck. Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. Need to find and stop them.